There we go. All right. So it's on. All right, we're back with the Midpoint Marvelous Facts here. Carl is going to dish some dirt on Rocket Raccoon and the Secret Warriors team, and when they were first introduced to everybody in the universe. How about that?
All right. So Rocket first appeared in Marvel Preview number 7 in 1976 and is listed as a master tactician and field commander with expert marksman and a sniper.
So he's a badass little, don't call him raccoon, I guess.
Right.
And another crazy fact about Rocket, a crazy fucking fact, would be he is inspired by a Beatles tune, right? I guess. I don't know. I don't listen to the Beatles. I'm like Brian Hitch, I guess.
Yeah, Rocky Raccoon from the White Album, disc 2.
There you go. Trevitt knows better than me. How about Secret Warriors? When were they first introduced to everybody?
So the Secret Warriors team was formed by Nick Fury in Mighty Avengers number 13 in July of 2008 and were featured as a team itself for the first time in Secret Invasion number 3 in August of 2008.
They inspire a lot of internet loyalty for a team that's only been around since 2008, I've found.
Yeah, they really do. I'm assuming I haven't read the original series yet. I own it, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But I'm assuming that it's amazing. But usually Jonathan
it must be if like people are like, these aren't my Secret Warriors pulling that type of shit, So just I'll give you guys a crazy fucking fact about the Secret Warriors, and that is, well, anyway, the one that stole the show for me this issue we're going to talk about was Devil Dino. Apparently, the Devil Dinosaur can switch bodies with Moon Girl. Like they can go, quote unquote, inside each other, I guess.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
So yeah, that
so
can happen.
Awesome. That makes her so much cooler.
Yeah, it really does. It really kind of does. I might have to check out the first arc to see how this all goes down.
She was one of the things I was bummed about. Like when I heard she was going to be part of the team in this book, I was like, really? But like, I really enjoyed her presence, and the dinosaurs was Devil Dinosaurs was great. So
yeah. So let's end the Marvelous. And why don't we talk about some Secret Warriors here, since that was kind of the week in my world anyway.
Yeah, same here. So we're going to start off. We're going to do it like we did it in the Marvel Minute. We're going to do it in chronological order instead of the way the book does it, which is pretty out of order. It's kind of starts in the middle of the story.
Yeah, yeah, it's a little weird.
So we start off over Annapolis in what I'm assuming the Triskelion, which is the SHIELD helicarrier, the main one, with Captain America, Sharon Carter, Dum-Dum Dugan, Quake, and all the SHIELD agents standing around a planning table, which I forget what they're talking about. Are they talking about they're talking about Secret Empire, right? Like, are they like it's before it?
Before it's right before
this
Secret
is like
Empire.
Yeah, during all like the lead up before those events start hitting home, I think.
Yeah. And they're planning a mission, and they're gonna send Quake's team to the Baltimore Harbor, which she seems a little apprehensive about doing. Like she has a little mistrust for Cap, like right at the rip, because I don't know, it just seems a little fishy.
Yeah, she seems super invested in the mission they were originally on before he reassigned them, basically.
Yeah, they were supposed to be doing something else, and he sends them on this suicide mission.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to the Baltimore Harbor, and before they even know it, their whole entire mission is compromised, and they get attacked by the Wrecking Crew, which I always
we looked up who they were
Crew
yesterday.
Yeah,
it's not really important. They're not huge.
I've seen them in New Avengers books and stuff like that, and they've always been kind of like a joke. They always get taken out pretty quickly, and and get their asses kicked. Especially the Wrecker. Like the other guys you don't see that much, but you always see the Wrecker, the guy with the mystical crowbar. which is hilarious. That gives them god powers, you know, and they just murdered the whole entire Shield team, you know, and Yo-Yo saves Quake before getting murdered herself by, what's that guy's name again? Well, we found it out yesterday, and now I can't remember. It's not Bulldozer. It's like something Ball, right? Yeah. Thunderball, right?
Thunderball, yeah, something like that.
Thunderball smashes her into the wall with his giant ball and chain, and she's dead. And then Quake creates a giant earthquake to get away. She brings the building down around everybody. It's pretty crazy. And then we go to her on the train, where she's sitting, and that takes place after the mission. She's on a train waiting for Coulson to report in and discuss, like, you know,
yeah, they're doing the back-to-back spy thing, talking to each other but making it look like they're not,
even though nobody else is on the train.
Yeah. They know the Hydra cameras are around or something.
Yeah. Oh my God. So you know, then they talk about it for a minute, and she expresses, like, you know, why were they there in the first place? You know, she kind of hints at the idea of, like, Cap setting her up, and then they go their separate ways to find out more about why everything went to shit at the warehouse. And they're supposed to meet at the Chipped Cup in Brooklyn, which is where we actually start the issue.
Right.
And I'm just scrolling back. It's like a pain in the ass to jump around.
Yeah, I know. To follow this thing without the notes, it's really like you're giving your finger a workout here on the tablet.
Just like to everybody listening, like, how you're hearing it is not how it goes. We're doing it in the correct order, so don't be confused.
Just to make it's just easier to talk about that way.
Yeah, it really is. It's easier to talk about, and it really does help you understand the issue more. So. Mm-hmm. So then we go to the Chipped Cup, and we got Daisy sitting at the table waiting for Coulson, but instead she runs into two Shield Hydra agents, I guess, because they don't seem like good guys. At this point, is Shield controlled by Hydra? I wasn't clear on that.
It's after the takeover.
They have to,
yeah, because these guys seem way
especially
too
like just based on the way these are. Yeah, they're acting like douchebags.
Yeah, they are acting like douchebags, which, you know, leads to Daisy throwing coffee in this guy's face. I forget his name. Agent whatever. Who cares? It's
they shoved it at each other.
Yeah. They yell at each other. She throws coffee in his face, and she quakes the other guy, whatever it's called. You know, she sends, like, that energy. I don't know whatever it is. You know, her earthquake causing energy
powers,
quake powers, and throws that guy across the counter, and then knocks the other guy out that she threw the coffee in the face. And then she throws $40 on the table, which I don't know what kind of coffee costs $40, because you could see it's 220s.
It saved your life. I guess I'd pay $40 for coffee that saved my life.
Yeah. And I forgot to mention the packet, the sugar eating. You know, the guy's eating packets of sugar. That was
So
that's his dead giveaway. He's a fucking evil human.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Who the fuck eats sugar packets?
So Quake's power, she sends seismic waves out of her hands.
All right, there we go.
The ground, she creates earthquakes.
That's the word I couldn't think of. Seismic. Yeah. Which is a pretty cool power to have. You know, you could really fuck some shit up, as we see later. I mean, because then next place we go, which is next in the book, so it kind of works out.
Nowhere, New Jersey.
Yeah, Nowhere, New Jersey now, where we are in a Hydra transport heading down the New Jersey highway before the lead vehicle is stopped by a falling tree, which I'm assuming is from Quake, you know, dropping that tree.
Yeah, she's pulling the military maneuver of take out the first truck in the convoy, stall the rest of them so they can't go nowhere, you know?
Yeah, which is a good idea. That's a really good idea. So then they get ambushed into this quake. So she obviously dropped the tree, and she's just like flipping vehicles, causing earthquakes. Like anybody who has this much power, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
That's even probably cooler than super strength would be cool too. But like if you can still flip the truck, you don't need to touch it. That's still pretty badass, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It's really badass. You can do it death from a distance, and then. The next thing you know, you see Miss Marvel stepping on a Humvee, and I'm not sure if anybody's inside, but if they are, they're dead. And everybody's
Devil
just shooting.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, everybody's shooting and going nuts. It's like a battlefield, and Devil Dinosaur comes in and just eats this guy.
Yeah, he's hungry. He didn't get lunch.
No, he definitely didn't get lunch, and it freaks out this kid. You know, I forgot to highlight the kid who that we seem to be following through this Hydra transport, as if he's
Yeah.
like the main like ancillary character of the moment. And he's sitting there like, no, all like scared of the damn dinosaur.
Yeah, he's
And
taken
then-
off through the woods.
Yeah, and he takes off through the woods, like, and he's laying up against a tree, and Quake questions him for a second, and then she goes over to Miss Marvel and Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, and oh god, I totally got off track because I'm like staring at the comic instead of the notes. So yeah, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur are there. And
Yeah, they basically go back to the truck at this point
Yeah.
to figure out what this transport was doing and find some Inhumans that were captured and being transported based on GPS coordinates to the Hydra run internment camps.
Thank you. I was so
We're at
I was so
note
lost
3
for a
here.
second there.
Note 3 of after takeover.
So yeah, so they head over to the truck because Daisy's looking for someone in particular, but it's not necessarily who we find in the truck.
Yeah.
After she proves her that she can be trusted by Devil Dinosaur, letting her pet him and acting all lovey-dovey with her. So, you know,
Yeah,
that
he's
gave
got,
her
like,
the go-ahead.
Sensing capabilities as well. Like this dinosaur is pretty fucking intense here. He's got like
Yeah.
human level intelligence, no
does?
pea brain. I was just reading about him a little bit because I literally know nothing about Devil Dinosaur. Like he's a brand new character to me. With obviously some Marvel history. He's not a new Marvel character, but
The more I
yeah,
find out about
he's
him,
pretty cool. I
Yeah.
would suggest checking out his wiki when we're done here.
the more I find out about him, the more I'm like, wow, this is a pretty cool character. Like,
The more I find out
Yeah.
about him, the more I want to go back and read the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur series.
yeah, which I heard was actually pretty good. But so they go over to the truck and they don't find who, you know, Daisy's looking for, or Quake, whatever, who Quake's looking for. Instead, they find Inferno and 2 other Inhumans that I've never seen before in my life. One that looks kind of like Drax mixed with what was it you said yesterday? It was
Killer. It was like Killer Croc
Killer
and Drax
Croc,
were
yeah.
dating. And
Killer Croc. Yeah.
because he has all like the tattoos that like Drax has, and he has the same coloring, but he looks like Killer Croc.
Mhm.
But we find Inferno, who's a way better find because, you know, he's got those Johnny Storm powers where he can basically he's like the Human Torch, but he can't
Yeah.
fly. I don't think he can fly
He's Human Torch's brother from another mother.
from another mother, his Inhuman one. So then you know, they get out of there. They free them, and they end up going to this Inhuman internment camp because for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're imperfect or, you know, they're just being completely prejudiced, but they lock up all the Inhumans, like that kid.
Yeah,
at the
they
beginning
haven't
of
really
season three.
revealed the reason behind it yet.
No, they
other
really
than
haven't.
Hydra doesn't trust them, you know?
Yeah, so they lock them up and put them in internment camps. So essentially, it's like, you know, all over Hitler with the Jews all over again. Only it's Inhumans,
Mhm.
and they go to find the person who Quake is looking for, which is Karnak, and they find, but he's not really willing to participate. He doesn't want to leave there. You know, he's got 3 hots and a cot, and he's kind of comfortable, and he doesn't see the point of going anywhere. But
Yeah.
for some reason, when he sees Moon Girl, his attitude completely changes.
Yeah.
He's ready to leave and go on this mission.
Yeah.
Which,
You know,
which
given
She's got a man-eating dinosaur. I don't even think Karnak can win a battle against a man-eating dinosaur. Like, I don't
No,
care what
no.
move you got in your arsenal, dude. The dinosaur's going to eat your face off. So,
I mean, they tore that prison up. I mean, how are you going to lose with that giant dinosaur? It's impossible.
yeah. Yeah.
And then Ms. Marvel.
Especially when you got the temperament of like a 10-year-old girl controlling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
well, what's
Throw it
Karnak's
in.
power again? Is like the he can see the weakness in everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more of a learned ability than it is a power, but yeah, he can find the weakness in anything, and he has like natural, like way stronger. He's way stronger than a regular human, and he has like more agility and dexterity because
Yeah.
all Inhumans are born like that.
Yeah, that's like the Marvel language for, in my world, athlete. You know what I'm saying? He's like an extreme athlete.
Yeah. Olympic level athletes, but they're just born that way. Yeah,
like some parkour skills, I guess you could say a little bit.
He's a ninja who could find a weakness in anything.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up with our usual buy, borrow, forget it. Trevitt led the way on this book. This is his IVX choice of the week. So why don't you kick off with your thoughts here?
I really enjoyed this book. I had a great time with it. I did like the way it was, like, you know, it hopped around. That was pretty cool. It does help more to read it to see it in order. Like it just makes it even better to see it in order. And I liked it out of order, so that's awesome right off the bat. The art by Javier Garron was great. It was clear. The action looked beautiful. The colors were fantastic. I can't wait to see what this story goes. It's a total buy for me.
Yep, I was in the same boat. We discussed this one a little more in length yesterday on the Weird Science Marvel Minute, but this was my surprise book of the week. You know, this was one on the vote as well, and sometimes, you know, we said we dread the choices that the vote comes up with. But then sometimes, you know, they force you to read something that'll totally surprise you, and that's what this was, both art and story-wise for me. And I think we even said, you know, so far, after both #1 issues, I'm enjoying this a little more than the actual event Secret Empire. So it would be a buy for me after issue #1. How about you, Carl?
Man, I agree with you 100% on that. This #1 had me more interested than Secret Empire's #1 for the actual event going on. It is a buy for me. This art is fantastic. What had, you know, 2 good points for me is I'm very new to Marvel. I haven't really read anything Marvel since 1990, you know, 1993 area, when I was like in my elementary school through middle school ages. So like to actually have characters pop up like Quake that I've seen in the TV show, so I know a little bit about her powers right off the bat, kind of helped. So this #1, yeah, is definitely a buy. You know, I didn't know anything about Secret Warriors. I thought it was literally just another tie-in towards Secret Empire. This is just a secret faction that are, you know, fighting against. I thought this was going to be more about those like Avengers group that was, you know, in Secret Empire #1, not an Inhuman group. So I went into this knowing nothing, and I enjoyed it.
I think it was the last time was Siege, right? That's what it was, like Norman Osborn taking over stuff.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of like a group when SHIELD gets compromised or when there's shit going on, they go undercover. It tends to pop up around event comic time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know how long it continues after events end, and I'm not sure how much legs this one has. I don't know if it's any more than a mini series.
This is just a mini series
right now, but
into
the first one. The collected editions,
5 or 6 issues.
Yeah,
the collected editions are pretty big. So the first one went for like at least 25 issues to 25 to like 27 issues. So, I mean, this one could go a little while, like maybe like a year, maybe like 12 issues. Like it would be cool. See what happens. Maybe
I like the group they have.
Yeah, maybe after they go through it, they see that they work well together, and you know, and they have like a little team going for a little while, or maybe SHIELD puts this team in place. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure it all depends on, you know, like we said, we don't really study sales numbers. I'm sure it'll depend on that a little bit.
Yeah, and legacy, because like once that happens and they change the universe, it might go away.
Yeah, it's gonna be different again. Yeah, you're right. Everything will probably be renumbered to old numbering and starting kind of fresh again. But we'll see when that time comes, and we'll keep you posted on what's good, what's not. On our buy, borrow, or forget it altogether scale. Sum things up. We did 3 books today. We had Rocket Raccoon. I think everyone had a different opinion on that one. One was buy, one was borrow, one was forget. But the last 2 we gave universal thumbs up to, which were Renew Your Vows and Secret Warrior. So if you're looking for something new to check out, you got one series just starting and one series kind of deep in it right now. So yeah, whatever your flavor of the month is, you can try one of those out. I'd suggest you'd probably enjoy them. But that's it for the guys at Marvel Madness this week. If you guys are looking again to reach us, Carl's going to double check me, make sure I get all these call signs right here. Email at Marvel Madness Pod. Twitter is at Marvel Madness 1.
No.
And then Podbean.
Twitter is Madness Marvel 1. Someone stole Marvel Madness already.
Marvel 1. Okay.
It's Madness Marvel.
And then Podbean address, just type in Marvel Madness there. So if you type in Marvel and Madness and podcast, you'll probably find us somewhere along the line there. But that's it. Next week we're going to be covering 3 books for you guys. It's a light week for Spider titles, so but we got plenty of X-Men and hero related stuff to take care of. Trevitt, you're going to be taking care of what book?
Generation X. We're going to do Generation X to see what's going on with Jubilee and that baby.
Yeah, and her chubby squirrel girl cheeks. We'll see what's up with that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's explained. Carl, what are you going to be checking out?
I'm going to jump in with Luke Cage #1.
So we got 2 number 1s, and then in typical me fashion, I'm going to be doing a book already in progress, but that's going to be Secret Empire #2. So we'll get a little more in depth about the main event coming out, and to you guys, let you know if that's worth your money, worth your time. But that's it. If you're looking for us anytime throughout the week, we're all on Twitter, guys. I'm at Beamer3660. Trevitt, where are you?
I am at Afronaddict.
And then Carl, you can be found.
And I am at Carl Hamlin.
There you go. So that's it for us this week, guys. We're going to be signing out here. Enjoy the rest of your week. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Holler at us if you're looking for us. Tell us if you like it, you don't. Suggestions. That's it. We'll be back next week with 3 new books we just told you about. Party's over. Have a good weekend, guys.
Peace.
Later.